What's up?
Yep.
This is Everyday Heroes with real name Wynton, Written, and Johnathan back on the show. How's it going today, fellas?
Another day in paradise.
All right. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. The first topic we're going to have is one that Johnathan brought up. It's about, should there be death row? Now, what I want to happen is Johnathan explain exactly what's going on or what happened today around 6 o'clock, and do you feel like there should be death row?
All right, so a serial killer out of Tampa just got murdered today by the state of Florida. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't deserve it.
Yeah, he killed 10 women?
He did. He killed 10 women. He deserved what he got.
Back in 1984.
Yeah,
okay.
But I think it's like they waited too long to do it. But besides him, death row period, getting on death row, I think I'm kind of split on death row. I say yes, I agree with death row, and no. I say yes, I agree with that death row because I believe in the eye for eye, for tooth, you know. And if somebody killed one of my family members, I would want to do it myself. But if not, if the police called them before I called them, then yeah, I would want a death penalty. So I agree with it in that sense. But as far as the state of Florida or the United States period, I think they run the death penalty, whereas one life is more important than another. Like someone could kill a police officer, one police officer, and that person will probably 9 times out of 10 get the death penalty. But if someone was to kill me, they could get 20 years, life, 25, even 15. I done seen people get like 6 years for murder. I mean, I just think when it comes to who's getting the death penalty and who's not, if a black person is killed, a lot of times it got to be a whole bunch of black people to get killed in order for the death penalty to even be in consideration. But if a white person get killed, they trying to put you on death row ASAP, especially if it's a white officer. So I'm going to cut it short and let y'all comment. I can keep going, but I don't want to be too long-winded.
Okay. All right. So go ahead, JB. What you think?
Let's see. This is a touching subject, man. Because as black people, we had a lot of people on death row for
wrong reasons.
For wrong reasons. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't like the span of the death row. And me, I'm not a supporter of death row. I don't believe in eye for eye and tooth for tooth. I mean, to me, that's a way out. You know what I mean? I mean, you kill one of mine, I don't want you to just die. I want you to sit in jail and suffer, to be honest. You know what I mean? You dying, I don't know what's happening after that. I want you to sit in jail, suffer, and be alive. Now, you just dying, that's a way out to me. You know what I mean? And most people that kill somebody don't even care about their life anyway. They don't care if they die or not. But, besides the fact, I don't really believe in supporting death. You know what I mean? I don't celebrate death. I don't support death. I just don't. That's just how I feel. That's what I live by. You know what I'm saying? So even if you do something to one of mine, of course I hate you. Of course I don't like you. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? I don't want you to go to jail and die. If anything, I want to kill you myself. You know what I'm saying? To be honest. So that's just, I mean, and if I can, then I can kill you myself and not go to jail. Yeah, I'd rather you rot in jail You know what I'm saying? Do whatever, do your rot in prison, Do your time. But see, the problem is that we can't even count on that because white people kill us and get out and get lesser time. You see what I'm saying? So I hate watching shows like First 48 because ain't nothing but black people on there. You know what I'm saying? And then a young black person kill a black person. That person lost, and the young person going to prison for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's no win. You know what I mean? There's no win.
Okay.
You know, but for the death penalty, I say I'm not for it. You know what I mean? Only reason that I don't really care about it on this story because the guy white. To be honest with you, he was what? If this was 1984, he did this. So how old was this guy? You know what I mean? So he was dying anyway. Yeah, he was dying anyway. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? He killed 4 women. I don't care if the women was white, black.
10 women.
Oh, 10 women? Oh, yeah, 10 women. So I don't care if he was white, black, Chinese. Keep his ass in prison. He dying anyway. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, so. But Florida, man. Florida, like.
So let me.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. So let me ask you this. Joe, you brought up something that I kind of was going to bring up. I do believe in death row and whatnot, and I do believe in having those kind of things. However, it's got to be done better. You know, in my opinion, it's got to be done. It's got to be restructured.
Okay,
now,
explain how can you kill somebody better?
I mean, look, well, let me ask you this question first, and I'll get to that. How do you feel about a system that lets you do it yourself without getting in trouble?
You know, I don't. That's a good question because at the present time, that I'm pissed the fuck off. Of course, I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? But right now that I'm thinking about it, you know what I mean, and it haven't happened to me, I will say no. You see what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah, go ahead.
Can I respond real quick?
Yeah.
All right. So to your question, all right. I think that's the biggest problem on top of the problems we already discussed is all right. At the heat of the moment, if someone kills someone in my family, I'm gonna want to retaliate.
Yeah.
I want to be the one to kill. But once they lock him up and sentence him to death, and it's taking 34 years, then it's like the state of Florida has committed a premeditated murder because it's been 34 years. After 34 years, you ain't got over that yet. After 34 years, you ain't thought of a different way to go about it. So it's like a premeditated type thing. You're planning and setting a date on a specific time and date for this person to be murdered. So after you wait 34 years, it's like, what are you really killing him for now? Like, that happened 34
But you know what? Y'all remember that one story they had on Netflix about that black guy who went to prison in New York? He was a young guy, and he got accused for something, raping. And, still in the book bag. Yeah, still in the book bag.
Okay, yeah.
And, he ended up killing himself when he got out. See, the thing about the death row thing, man, is that if the question you ask is that, you know, can you give them the right to shoot them yourself or do it yourself? Then every person gonna feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Like then now we go to court. It's like, oh, I want that right to kill him because he killed my brother or he killed my sister. So everybody, you know, gonna want, everybody gonna be like, oh, I have that right to kill him now. You know what I'm saying? So that's just gonna cause more confusion. You know what I mean? More confusion in the law.
See, I don't think you understood. That I'm saying if it was premeditated, meaning that kind of like death row, like the electric chair, right?
Yeah.
They give you a date, they arrest the guy, whatever. They give you a date, they give you a time, you attend it, you do it, and it's over with. That's what I'm trying to say. Right. A system like that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, even then, like I gotta say no because one.
At the end of the day, it really doesn't solve anything.
It doesn't solve anything. Yeah, it doesn't solve anything. That's one.
Listening to JB speak, even though I kind of do believe in the death penalty, I agree with your points, like all your points. You feel me? Like you got some real good points against no death penalty. But the human passion, the heat of the moment, the anger that's inside makes you just wanna get revenge. You know?
But see, the thing about it too, that I understand what you were saying, Wynton. But once they have a law like that, that's going to cause more confusion. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, they're giving you a date, but now people is going to be like, okay, why are you not giving him the death penalty? I have the right to kill him now. I have the right to do it. I want that right. You know what I'm saying? People gonna want oranges, and you giving people oranges, and they gonna want apples, oranges, and grapefruits. You know what I mean?
But
so
I
understand.
Yeah. I don't think every murder should be death penalty, because if I killed somebody and somebody came back and killed me as revenge, I don't think they should die. You know what I'm saying? Because all right, so it's a different. You can respect hood beast. I mean, I ain't gonna say everybody can respect, but we could understand a hood beast. Somebody got shot and somebody came back and shot that person and somebody died. Like, if you can find respect for murder, you can respect that type of murder. As far as besides somebody killing their mother or killing their brother.
Okay, well, say it like this: a serial killer like this guy, he killed 10 women. Do you think he should have got the death penalty today?
Yes.
He should have got the death penalty a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah, he should have got hit a long time ago. That's what I'm saying. There should be some kind of structure to this. You know, it shouldn't just be that random. You know, you're a random pick in the hat, from what I understand, right?
Right.
It shouldn't be that random to the point that you live 50, 60 years, and then it just happens when you're 80 years old. You know, like, there's got to be some kind of system. You know, within the maybe a random pick out of hat, but maybe the next 5 years, something like that. You know, I don't know.
That's the problem with the system. They don't.
To go a little bit further, like, if you got 100% evidence, if you got DNA evidence, if you got the murder weapon, if you got a confession, there shouldn't be no 10 appeals, Supreme Court appeals. There shouldn't be that, because you already admitted that you've done it. So what are you appealing? How can you say it's not you? But I also, if it's circumstantial, I don't think the death penalty could ever be administered on the person with circumstantial evidence. It got to be some type of physical DNA, murder weapon, eyewitness type proof, not no he say, she say, or I say. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people go to jail and prison behind circumstantial evidence.
Yeah. Yes. So, to circle back around to what Joe was saying, it's kind of a little bit off, but it kind of ties in with it, is, you know, how they say the good die young, you know, and things like that. And, you know, but sometimes it's karma for people to live that long time because all the things they've done. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, because you outlive everybody. You outlive your friends, you outlive your family, you outlive your kids, you outlive everything. And when your birthday come around and when Christmas come around, ain't nobody there to give you anything.
Yeah, motherfuckers do be living long in prison sometimes, boy.
You know? And that's what I'm saying. You know, there's about 10 people, literally, I looked it up like last year, there's about 10 people that actually outlived their life sentence.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, how can you outlive your life sentence?
Because
life sentence is only like 40, 30 years, 35 years or something, ain't it? Like,
exactly, yeah. So life sentence is like 40.
Florida is life until you die. That's your life.
Well, I'll say when I looked it up, it wasn't like specifically to Florida. It was like 10 people that exist that outlived their life sentence. So it could have been
21 years. You know. 21 years
yeah,
is life
sentence.
Like
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say 25
I looked it up.
years, it means life.
Yeah, 21 years is life sentence. Yeah.
It's 21. Okay, I thought it was 25, but 25
that's in
years
Georgia.
Is what they call life.
It's supposed to be 25 to life, but Florida been changed that.
Yeah,
Florida
let me check it.
like
40 years. 40 years in Florida.
You know, So it's
Wow.
40 years here, you know. So you
Yeah,
go,
Georgia is
yeah.
21 years, 40 years in Florida.
So but if you got Florida with 40 years, you can go to prison at 20 and get out by the time you're 60, you know, and like, and I ain't on good behavior and stuff.
People
so,
be determined to live that, boy. Yeah, I'm gonna make that.
Yeah. Yeah, but there was actually 10 people that outlived their life sentences, and sometimes, man, it's just that karma, you know, the stuff you've done. You know what I'm saying? You living that long.
Unless they get something like double life or triple life, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, I agree with both of you guys in a sense. You know, you know, I believe that there shouldn't, but I also believe that there kind of should be something in place. You know. I don't know if it should be exactly death row or what. But
what can you put in place? I mean, people, you know,
just more structure. I don't know what exactly, but just more structure to it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
you know.
So they say they put the death penalty in place to make people think before they kill, but it doesn't stop murder. Like murder rates go up every year.
Yeah.
So it's like. The death penalty is not effective. It's not causing anybody to think twice.
And the problem is,
it's useless.
The problem is what they doing, man. The death penalty is just a excuse to get people out of the prison so they can make more room. To me, you know what I mean? They do it when they want to do it.
No. Let's get into that though. Let's get into that. I mean, you have a really good point.
Yeah, they do it when they want to do it. They wait years and they like, oh, we don't have enough room, so let's go ahead and get this 80-year-old out of here. Let's get this 90-year-old out of here so we can make more room. And that's the problem, you know what I mean? Like it's, you know, that just like laws.
There's been some younger people that died in death row. I remember like there was a few people that died within 5 years. You know,
the guy was black.
But the guy was black. The guy was black. I'm not gonna lie, he was black. I remember seeing that. I think back in 2010. That you know, was a black guy lived only like 5 years on death row, and he got off. You know, so.
Yeah. See.
The only state that I know that's worse than Florida is Texas. Like if you jaywalk in Texas, you get the death penalty.
Wow.
Are you serious?
No, I'm not. But that's how many.
Okay.
We definitely need to talk about that.
Who wants to live there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to cross the street. I'd be scared to cross the street. Yeah.
He said he gonna get us. But any additional thoughts to this? I mean, anything else you guys want to mention about this?
Nah, man. Florida's cool, man. Florida, yeah, but Florida is like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, like I like Florida, but Florida's a crazy place. You know what I'm saying? If you let it be. You know what I mean? So some crazy things that go on there. And we different.
All right. So, you know, you guys remember, you know, I'm gonna go into a little segue here. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, we're gonna come out with some Twitter handles and some Instagram handles, Snapchats, all that kind of stuff. You know, so we're gonna come out with all that content. So just be aware and, you know, be on the lookout. But like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna go ahead and get into this next segment.